myself Ami Mehta, and here we discuss what is pointer to pointer. Okay, so what is the definition of pointer? So the pointer is nothing but a variable that actually store the address of another variable. Now pointer means it stores the address of another pointer variable. Okay, so as the definition of pointer says that it is a special variable that can store the address of another variable, then the other variable can very well be a pointer. This means that it's preferably legal for a pointer to be pointing to another pointer. So suppose we have a pointer p1 that points to yet another pointer p2, and that points a character a. So in memory, the three variables can be visualized as. Now, what is happening here? There is a pointer p1 which stores the value 2000, which is nothing but the address of another pointer variable p2. Okay, so the 2000 is the nothing but the address of another pointer variable which is p2. Now what actually p2 is stored? The p2 is storing address of the variable which is not pointer variable, it stores some value. Okay, so this is nothing but one type of chain, that pointer p1 points to pointer p2 and p2 store the address of another variable. Okay, so now uh, so we can see that in memory pointer p1 holds the address of pointer p2 and the address of character a. Okay, so p1 is pointing to p2 and p2 is pointing to the variable uh, p variable a. Okay, so now let us see the example of this pointer to pointer in our turbo C. So let us start our turbo C and let us see the example of pointer to pointer. So we physically opening new file. I am skipping this file as it is, so it is difficult to open new one. Okay, so let us begin. Now we first what we do, we include our header file. Okay, so this is our inclusion of header file. Okay, now we declare our main function. Now what we do, we declare one variable integer a is equal to suppose 200. Now we are declaring, how we can declare a pointer variable using asterisk sign. So this is indication of that this is the pointer variable. Okay, so this is star ptr1. Now from this all of you can identify that this is a pointer variable. Now, how we can identify that there is one pointer variable which store the address of another pointer variable. Okay, so this is a simple pointer variable which actually store the address of, for example, here variable a. Now, there is a double asterisk sign to indicate that this is the variable which pointing to another pointer variable. Okay, so this one is pointer points to another pointer variable. Okay, so if there is a variable which have a single asterisk sign, it indicates it store the address of another variable. If it is a double asterisk sign, it indicates that it stores the address of another pointer variable, which is nothing but the pointer to pointer. Now this is the declaration part. Now what we do? Now there is the initialization. So how we can initialize? So initialize using ampersand sign. Okay. So pointer variable 1 is equal to nothing but the value of the variable a or address of the variable a, which is stored in pointer variable 1. Now so this is initialization. Okay, so it takes address of variable a. Now ptr2 is equal to ampersand ptr1. Now what it stores? It stores the address of another pointer variable. Okay, so it takes the address of another pointer variable ptr1. So this initialization is finished. Now we print the value of it. So first what we are printing? Simple value of variable. Okay. So value of variable. So here what is? It's variable a. Okay, here we will give a new line. Now using the pointer variable, we are trying to printing the value. So now we are trying to print using simple pointer variable, which is ptr1. Okay. Value using pointer variable. Okay. Now how can we print using pointer variable 1? So here we have to write asterisk or star ptr1. So it prints the value of variable which address is stored in the ptr1. Okay. Now using pointer to pointer variable, you can also print this same value. Okay, so let us print that. Using pointer to pointer variable. Okay, pointer to now here we write, here we have to write double asterisk ptr2. Okay, and here our program is complete. Now we compile it and run our program. So the value of variable 200, value using pointer variable is 200, value using pointer to pointer variable is also 200, because this the star ptr is pointing to variable a, then star ptr is pointing to ptr, and then ptr1, and then after variable a. Suppose we have to print the just the value of or address of the variable, then here we can remove, so the value of pointer variable and value of pointer to pointer variable. Okay, so now we compile. So these are the basically value of variable and the value of pointer variable. Okay, so if you are writing asterisk sign, it gives the value of that particular variable which is pointing by that particular pointer variable. Okay, so this is how you can use pointer to pointer. Thank you.